Very good morning, dear students. It's me, Danish Azam, Faculty of Social Science. Hope you are safe and sound. Dear students, today I'm going to restart the chapter Power Sharing, and today I'm going to describe three very important questions. So, first question is write four important aspects of Belgian model. So, dear students, you know that we are studying now chapter Power Sharing, in which we are going to study why power sharing is important and what is the importance of power sharing in a democratic country. Students, the Belgian leaders took a different path and took a different way. They recognized the existence of regional differences and cultural diversities. Between 1970 and 1993, they amended their constitution at least four times so that they could arrange that would enable everyone to live together within the same country. The arrangement that they worked out is different from any other country and is very innovative. Therefore, the Belgian model became example of power sharing around the world. So now I'm going to describe five very important aspects of the Belgian model. So first aspect is equal representation in central government. So according to the constitution of Belgium, equal representation was given both language community. Dutch speaking people was in majority and French speaking people was in minority. So percentage of Dutch speaking people was around 59% and percentage of French speaking people was only 40%. But it was decided that in central government number of ministers from both sides would be equal. Second was separate government of Brussels with equal representation. So according to the constitution of Belgium, separate government was introduced for capital city Brussels, and in that government also equal representation was given to both community. You know that French speaking people was in majority in Brussels and Dutch speaking people was in minority in Brussels. So percentage of French speaking people was 80% and percentage of Dutch speaking people was only 20% in Brussels. So as equal representation was given to both language community in Belgium, in the same way equal representation was also given in its capital city Brussels. The third point is distribution of power between central and state government. So power was also divided, power was also distributed between central government and between state government. It means state government of both region, Wallonia region and Flemish region, was given autonomy. Next point is community government for Dutch, French and German speaker. And community government was also introduced by the constitution of Belgium, and that community government was elected by Dutch speaking people, French speaking people and German speaking people. And that community government was introduced so that that community government could resolve issues related language, related education and related social problems. And now I'm going to describe next question. Write three important features of the community government of Belgium. So dear students, community government of Belgium is very important. So these are 3 points. So community government of Belgium was third kind of government that was introduced in Belgium by the constitution of Belgium. So apart from the central and the state government, there is a third kind of government in Belgium. And this community government is elected by people belonging to one language community. It means Dutch language community, French language community and German speaking community. And this government was established and this government was given power regarding cultural, educational and language related issues. Now I'm going to describe next question. Next question is, what do we learn from Belgian and Sri Lankan models? Since we have studied 2 case study of Belgium and Sri Lanka, and after doing case study, we realized that power sharing is a desirable factor. So power sharing is very good, and if power is shared equally in a country, so that country is united and that country becomes powerful, united, trustworthy and wealthy and prosperous. So Belgium emerged as the best example of power sharing, where all Belgian people decided to unite their country on the basis of equality and on the basis of justice. Therefore, equal representation was given to both German speaking and Dutch speaking people. But Sri Lanka emerged as the wretched example and as the worst example of power sharing, where power was not shared between Tamil people and between Sinhalese people. Sinhalese people dominated Tamil people. As a result, absence of power sharing undermined unity and integrity of the country. And you know that Sri Lanka faced and saw a civil war in which lakh of people were killed from both side of Sinhalas and from both side of Tamil community. Power sharing is desirable factor, and if power is shared equally within a country, so that country become more powerful, becomes more rejuvenated and becomes more prosperous. Hope that you understood all the points very well. So thank you. Bye for now. Khuda Hafiz.